Guys, welcome back to my channel. Woo, my hair's crazy. I wanted to do, I know I've done a breastfeeding rant formula. Let's go put this back up. And formula video. I know I have done a breastfeeding and formula feeding, video. But I also wanted to do a video. Of just strictly breastfeeding, and I have been feeding about 6 months and I love it. I love the connection that me and him have. I love how it calms him down, it relaxes me. It's just something that I didn't think that I would like experiencing, and I love it. And I just want to share a few things with you guys. I mentioned in the last video that about breastfeeding is that he had a killer latch, and what I did with that is just a tip. If you have a newborn baby, and their latch hurts, or it hurts when you feed them, like you want to throw them, that's not a good latch. And what I did with him is I would grab my nipple and pinch it kind of flat, like, or just pinch it. I would grab the nipple flat, and I would kind of move it up and down his mouth until he opened wide enough, and a huge wide, and I would kind of just jam in the nipple as far as I can, and then he would latch on. And then as he got that good latch, if it was too much, it would kind of, it would slip, and then he would get exactly all the nipple. But that's how I got him to latch. And it took about a week and a half to get that fully good latch on with him. And ever since then, we have no problem latching at all. Little visitor in this video. He's naked today. Oh, he just doesn't have a shirt on. It's kind of hot in my house. Anyways, once we got that latch down, and it was just so much easier. Now I pop out the boob, and he just opens wide and goes for it. Now that he has control of his arms too, he pushes it into his mouth. But that's how I got through his unbearable latch. And I produce a lot of milk, like a lot. I produce I can get full within an hour and a half. And that's, I want to say it's pretty fast, because then it hurts, like my nipples, like, I can't explain it. It kind of like, it's like sore and throbbing if he doesn't eat. And I hate pumping. I can't sit still for the life of me. And now that he's learning how to crawl, and like say if we're home alone, I can't sit and pump while this kid is crawling everywhere and running. And he likes to have people sit on the floor and play with him. And it's just, pumping, it takes a lot. So I don't pump unless like my husband's home, or if he isn't awake yet and I'm awake, and I'm too full, so I pump then. But that's hardly ever. And maybe I should start pumping, but like I said, it just takes so much time. Other things too is if I feel like my supply is a little low, I will eat oatmeal. This sounds weird, but oatmeal is like a superfood for breastfeeding. And I will eat oatmeal in the mornings for about a week. And I usually eat like 1 or 2 packets, and it helps with me producing a little bit. And when I notice that my milk is low, it's really not low for somebody, it's low for me. So that oatmeal kind of boosts it right up. And the more your baby sucks and has a good latch, the more you produce. So if your baby's latching really well and he's sucking really well, then you'll produce. And people, when they say like, oh, they strictly pump, that's fine too, whatever works for you. But your nipples or your boobs know that when the baby's sucking, and that's what they go off of. The more consistent of a baby suck, the more milk you get. The pump only does so much, and like they have the power, and you just have to kind of embrace it. What I'm struggling with right now with him is he bit before, but it didn't hurt this bad. Now it's like a stinging, like if someone's really biting your nipple, like anybody out there, like just imagine somebody biting your nipple. And it doesn't only just bite, he bites and pulls, or bites and moves his lips like from side to side, like wiggles it, and it hurts. And no, he has no teeth. So don't necessarily know if he breaks skin, am I even able to feed him still? I really want to go for that 1 year for breastfeeding because, I don't want to give up this connection that me and him have. And he loves breastfeeding. He loves the boob, and he just, it just fills him up. It's just, I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to push through it, but I don't know how to get him to stop biting. And I guess that will be a mission when he gets teeth or just now. It really does hurt. And as much as people think like, wow, you went 6-7 months breastfeeding, that's really good. I'm not going to like it if I quit 6-7 months. Like, I want to go for that year. I want to go for that year, and I'm just going to be really hard on myself if I can't. So, stop. Why are you getting so angry? What are you getting so angry for? Why are you getting so angry? Because I'm not talking to you. So that's what I'm struggling with myself, and I don't know, I just feel like, formula, they get the same nutrients, it's still good for them, but just breast milk. My milk looks like milk, like out of a gallon, like it looks like good milk, and it's just like, if I can produce, why not? Why wouldn't I breastfeed him? For me, hey, leave your rash. For me, I feel like I'm being selfish, like suck it up, you can deal with it. Plus formula's expensive. Like, why? If I don't need to, why would I do it? But it's something that I'm battling with right now. And breastfeeding is kind of hard, like, as you plan. You have to constantly pump if you aren't into the whole popping your boob out anywhere. Or if you're shopping and he's hungry, you have to stop shopping, sit down, and feed him. And, oh, thanks for the kiss. Now you got lipstick all over your face. And that's something that, can be annoying, is that you have to stop what you're doing and feed. And if I used to pump in the beginning just if I went on an outing, and that would be easy, but he eats a lot. He can eat probably about 8 ounces in one sitting, and sometimes I don't sit that long to pump 8 ounces. So it's, it's a constant struggle, and yeah, it's just hard. So if you're breastfeeding and you're like in your 1 month, just keep doing it as long as you can. I feel like you're gonna get judged no matter what, and anyone's you're gonna get judged no matter what if you don't breastfeed, how long you breastfeed. The only tips that I use, like I said, is him eating and latching correctly, the oatmeal, warm showers, and kind of like massaging your boob kind of helps produce milk, and letting your nipple breathe. Right now he's at the point where if he wants the boob during the nighttime and we do co-sleep, sometimes I can just pop the boob out and he kind of just grabs it on his own. And then I pop it back in, I just put it away. But I let it a little air dry a couple minutes after. It's good. I haven't had any cracked nipples. Probably, I've had a really small case of it in the beginning. But now I haven't got them since he was 2 months. So, it's good. But people think people do breastfeeding because it's easier, or, it's really not. You stop your life for breastfeeding, and like I said, I don't mind because he's my son. I would do anything for him, but it's hard. We've done it for half a year now. We could do another 6 months, but look at that bite. Look at that bite. Are you eating me? Yeah, and I know this is gonna sound, people are probably completely against this, but having a beer actually helps with your milk production. It speeds it up. It gives you a little bit more of the wheat in the beer, I guess, helps it. I've had a beer here and there, and I've noticed the difference. But usually oatmeal is my go-to. And but I produce so much that I don't really need to depend on any little different teas or stuff. That's just my everyday thing. So yeah, that's my little breastfeeding tip. If you didn't know, oatmeal is magic food for breastfeeding. He just likes to move around and look at the camera. Until then, I will see you guys next time. If you guys have any other little breastfeeding hacks, I'll go ahead and comment below if you guys have any like opinions, good opinions about stop breastfeeding at 6 months, or you know, if you know something about him biting and breaking skin, anything about biting while breastfeeding and how to get them to stop. I am all ears. So go ahead and comment down below. You know the drill. Comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until then, we'll see you next time.